Hey guys, it's me Sam, and today, as promised, I am doing a makeup tutorial for you all, and I'm going to be using the Tanya Burr cosmetic products that I bought recently, and at the same time I'm also going to review them and give you my opinions on them. As you can see, this is a completely bare base. There's nothing on the face apart from moisturising serum and eye cream. The rest is a bare canvas. So let's begin. And obviously the first lot of makeup products I'm going to be using aren't from Tanya Burr, they are from other makeup brands, but I need to get foundation and shit on my face before I can even move on to using the others. So let's begin. Okay, so with any makeup application you should always start by priming your face, and I am going to use this product from Barry M. It's their Flawless Original Primer. I won't say this is my favourite primer, but I'm desperately trying to use it up because, as you can see, there's not really all that much left of it. What can I tell you about this stuff? It's oil-free, smoothing serum for all skin types. It's infused with willow extracts and vitamin E, and a silky formulation. It sits gently on the skin to create the perfect makeup base. I try not to use too much of it because I won't say I hate it, but I just don't like how it feels, and because it doesn't actually absorb into the skin, it sits on the skin, kind of like puts me off, because sometimes I find with some foundations, if they're water based, then they don't seem to set up on the skin as well. So I start off by blending that, I should say rubbing it in to the skin, mainly concentrating on areas where I feel it needs to be more, mainly my T-zones. Now what I like to do is let that sit on the skin for a bit, just a couple of minutes, just to settle. Now obviously I'm trying to recreate the look that I did yesterday in my weekly catch-up video, so I'm basically using all the products that I used then. So for the next step, which is going to be my foundation, I'm using this product from Rimmel. This is the Freshest Skin Foundation in Ivory Breathable Natural Finish Foundation. It's quite a light to medium coverage. I tend to wear this if I'm not really doing much that day. Just want a nice natural look. So what I'm going to do is dot this around the face. It's got a really nice cooling feel to it. And once again, I won't say this is my favourite foundation because it's really not. It's just one I like to wear when, I don't want a really thick coverage. So I'm just going to blend that into the skin now, and I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush, one of my favourite makeup brushes on this entire planet. Let's make sure I get it on all the nooks and crevices. Make sure it's all nicely blended in. Blend it down the neckline. And then once I'm happy with that, I can move on to the next step, which is to apply my under eye concealer. I find that because of the foundation, I've covered the majority of the spot issues I have at the moment. So I just want to concentrate on my under eye area. And I'm going to use the new concealer I picked up from Superdrug from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in shade C1 because it's the lightest one that they do. And I tell you what, I absolutely love it. I love the applicator. It's so thick. And it's just like a nice size. It fits perfectly in your fingers. And then, you know, I was going to put it on my eyelids then. I thought it was my flipping eye primer. No, Sam, no. Right, so let's put this underneath the eyes. Now, I don't bring it completely downwards like in triangles and shit like that because I just find that a load of poo, really. But I do like to bring it up to just underneath my brow bone. Reason being is because I've got droopy eyelids. I find that if I do this, it kind of like lightens it up and makes it look a little bit more less droopier, if that makes sense. But anyway, I like to push it in. Now sometimes I use a sponge applicator to blend this in with, and sometimes I like to use my oval brush that I picked up from Primark. This is such a great brush. Considering it's a cheap tube for the proper ones, I can't remember what they're bloody called. I have no issues with this brush whatsoever, and I've got a much smaller one as well. So what I like to do is just start blending this in up here. And then I just bring it down. And I just start, I just pat it in. I don't go like that with it. I just like to pat it in and it pushes it in. Like so. And then just to make sure I actually go in with my fingertips just to press it in to the corners because obviously I can't quite get in there. Got a mirror just there, just in case you're wondering what's she looking at. I'm looking at my mirror. Normally when I'm doing my makeup upstairs, I'm quite close to my mirror. Obviously because of my eyesight's crap. I struggle seeing what I'm doing. And I can't put my glasses on when I'm doing my makeup because then I can't get the makeup on the face. So yeah, I am desperately looking at that mirror, making sure that this is all nicely blended in. I'm just going to take my buffing brush again and just make sure there's no harsh lines. And then I'll move on to the second eye, but I don't need to record that bit because you've seen what I do with this one. Right, I'm now going to set my foundation in place, and I'm going to use this foundation I've got. It used to be, it's like a duo set. It's from Sleep, by the way, in case you want to know. And basically you had a foundation on the bottom layer and then you had the face powder on the top. I hated the foundation with a passion, so I ditched it and I've just kept the face powder because I love the foundation. I love it. I love the face powder. It's very nice. It's very nice indeed. I believe it's in the shade Ivory. I don't know. Bonus, it's got a mirror on the other side as well. But I'm just going to take my face powder brush. This is my mermaid one that I picked up from Primark just before Christmas. How pretty is that? And I am now, as I said, going to set my face powder. Down the T-zone. And I also like to apply it to my cheek area. I avoid underneath my eyes. There's no way I want to get that in the creases because obviously because I'm in my 40s, I find that no matter what, it kind of like sits in her lines and it emphasises them, and basically you don't want that, do you? So it's all nicely buffed in. And then what I like to do, just to make sure that this does stay in place, I use my fixing spray from Makeup Revolution. This is their Pro Fix, and oh, I love this stuff. So quick blitz, and I'll just leave that to dry and it will keep my makeup in place. Now obviously before I start on the eye makeup, I want to apply a primer to it to fix the eyeshadow in place and to also make the colours pop more so you see them better, I suppose. So I am using my MUA Pro Base Eye Primer. I think I paid £2 for this, I can't remember. I tell you what, I love this eye primer. I've got the Benefit one, and was it the Too Faced one? It's the Benefit one, I think. And I've also got the NYX one as well. But I don't want to use that yet. I'm saving it for special occasions. But this, oh, love it. So I'm just going to pop a bit onto the eyelid, and I would like to put a little bit just above as well. And then using my trusty little fingertips, I just blend that in. Bringing it up to the eyebrow. I'm also going to push it underneath my eye as well, very slightly. You'll see why when I do my eye makeup, because obviously whenever you're going to be using eyeshadow, you want it to hold in place. So that's that eye done, and let's move on to the other one, and I'll be back with the next step, and that would be the eyebrows. I always like to get my eyebrows done before I do my eye makeup, because obviously as you can see my brows are very thin, very sparse. There's much to them, and obviously they don't match the colour of my hair, which is black, or blue black. So I like to use a dark eyebrow colour to make them look a bit more matchy with the hair. And one of the most favourite products I've been using on my brows lately is this product from Anastasia. It's the Brow Diviner. In fact, it's the triangular brow pencil. Greedy, but I've heard and read so many great reviews about this product that I just wanted to make sure that I never ever ran out, ever. So that's why I picked up two. That's what it looks like. On this end you have the actual brow pencil itself, and then on the other end, which I believe all brow pencils should come with, is a spoolie. Can't be without this thing. Anyway, what I like to do first is I brush through what little brown I've got, and I brush upwards. Just do the same on the other side. And then I can begin on filling in my brows. So for this, guys, I am going to have to look into my mirror to make sure I'm doing this right, but I will talk to you at the same time. So what I like to do is I start off underneath the actual brow, just there, and I'm pulling the colour along the brow to create the shape that I'm trying to achieve. So once I reach the arch bit, I like to then start bringing that line back downwards, like so. So once I've got more feel the shape I want to achieve, I'll start filling in the actual brow. Now I never ever draw a line above the brow, because I find that is, well, it just makes your brows look really fake. So as I said, I go along the actual brow then, just filling it inwards. Then I take my spoolie, and what I do, I once again brush upwards and it just makes your brows look more natural and they don't look so dark and intense. I forgot to mention the shade of the brow eye colour I use is called Ebony, obviously because it matches my hair without being too dark. So once I'm happy, then that's one brow done, and then I can move on to the next one, and once again I'll be back with the next step after that. Right, now we can move on to actually using some of the Tanya Burr cosmetic products that I bought. And for the eye makeup, I'm going to be using both of the eyeshadow palettes that I picked up. This is called Birthday Suit, and this one is called Enchanted Dreams. And the first shade I am going to be using is from the Birthday Suit palette. I am going to use this lovely shade here called Coast, and it's like a light kind of plummy shade. And what I'm going to do is apply it to the eyeshadow. I'm going to blend it up into the crease line as well. So I'm just going to take my Real Technique domed shadow brush. I'm going to apply some of that product to it, and we're going to start off by patting it onto the eyelid, like so. Use it as a base basically, and then as I said, I'm going to blend that up into the crease. And I bring it just above my actual crease line, as you can see, because there's my crease line there. I actually bring it above it, and this is basically just to give a false crease line. You have droopy eyelids like mine, you know. Well, basically over the years I've picked up every single trick you can think of to make your eyes look bigger than what they are. So using light feathery strokes, just basically blend that in, and then you can move on to the next step. Now for the next step, I am going to use the Enchanted Dream eyeshadow palette, and I will be using this slightly darker version of what I've just used, and it's called Berry Souffle. And what I'm going to do is now blend this into the outer eyelid and bring it up into the crease line, and I'm going to bring it and blend it in about halfway in, so this part will just be left with the shade I've just previously applied. So this time I'm going to take my Sigma E39, put any excess, and as I said, I'm just going to pat that into the outer eyelid. And then I'm going to start bringing that colour up into the outer crease, like so. Once again, using swirly movements. Make sure you blend it in. One thing I always say to people that aren't very experienced in applying makeup, it's just when it comes to your eyeshadow, blend and blend and blend a little bit more, and that is basically it. I mean, I think back to when I first started out here on YouTube, For a long time I didn't wear makeup, and then I went back to wearing makeup, but it was very much gothified, so there was a lot of black involved and dark greys. And then I started wanting to experiment with other colours, and that's when I started here on YouTube. And when I look back at some of the original videos that I did, my makeup skills were shocking. They just were. And I love watching my videos throughout the time and the years that I've been here on YouTube, because it reminds me of just how much more improved my eye makeup has become. So although I don't do my makeup tutorials anymore, it's just nice now and then to do something like this, and if it helps out others with learning how to do their makeup too, then that's a bonus. Right, the next step is I'm going to go back to using the birthday suit, and I'm going to use this dark brown eyeshadow here at the bottom, and it's called Soft Truffle. And what I'm going to do now is take my Sigma E34, which is a domed utility brush, and what I like to use this brush for is, I'm going to show you now. Basically I use this to blend this colour, or any other colours I like to use this brush with, into the outer V. I find this technique is perfect for people like ourselves with droopy eyelids, because it's brilliant for creating an upward kind of motion with the eyes, which is what we're trying to create. We want to make people think that eyelids aren't droopy. Yeah. So basically what I do, I use that. I basically blend this as much as I can with this brush into the very outer area of the eye crease, or the fake eye crease, and also into the outer eyelid. And then, to help blend this in further, I like to take my Sigma E40, which is the tapered blending brush, and then blend and blend and blend a little bit more. I love this makeup brush. This is honestly one of my most favourite makeup brushes to use for my eyes. It just never ever fails me. So soft, and I've had these years now. Well, it's not good as new. And then the next step, what I like to do, using that same colour, I'm now going to bring it underneath my lower lash line. So I'm going to just use this duo brush that I've got from Studio. I found these in Superdrug. Comes with a nice little brush at that end, and then I've got an angled brush at that end. And what I'm going to do, as I said, is bring that colour underneath the lash line. Now I don't bring it all the way, because obviously my eyes aren't very big, so I don't want to make them look any smaller than what they are. So I bring it just to about halfway, gives the illusion they're not as small as what they really are. Now another little trick I'm going to teach you, in case you do have droopy eyelids like myself. Obviously we want to create an upward motion with our eye makeup to give the impression that we don't have droopy eyelids. So what I like to do after I've finished my eye makeup or the eye shadow application, I like to take a flat foundation brush like this one, for example. What I do, I just put it along the edge of my eye. So I basically follow the top side of my lash line, and then I just drag it upwards like so. And what it does, it just tidies that up and helps drag that line up a little bit more to give it a more of an angled look. So that's the one eye application done. I'm now going to finish this one off, and then I'll be back with the next step. Right, I am now going to highlight my brow bone, and this time I'm going to go back to the Enchanted Dream, eyeshadow palette, and what I'm going to do is use this gorgeous light shade here at the top, which is called Moonlit Walk. And I'm now going to use the other end of that brush I showed you previously. I'm going to take that tip. And I'm now going to apply that to the outer angle of the brow bone. But don't bring it all the way along. I find that looks bloody awful when people do that. I just want to emphasise the actual shape of the brow on the outer. I'm just going to take this flatter brush just to help me blend that in. If not, just use my fingertip. Help to blend it in so it doesn't look so... And to also blend it in with the rest of the shape, and of that is my eyeshadow application done. And now we're going to move on to the bit that I'm dreading, and that's applying the liquid eyeliner to the upper lash line. Now, I really struggled with using this yesterday. I always struggle when it comes to using these kind of liquid eyeliners. I prefer the pens because I just find them easier. I just do. But I'm going to give it my best shot. Wish me luck. There will be some deep concentration going on. So I'm going to put some music in the background, obviously, in this video, so you can listen to the music while I attempt to do this, because there ain't going to be much talking going on. Might be some swearing, but yeah, let's begin. And I'm going to use a small mirror just to help me out here, because I have absolutely no confidence in myself whatsoever. So let's begin. Oh, I didn't do it. I actually did okay there, I believe. Now, yesterday I actually brought it right down into the corner of my eye, but I'm not going to take the risk of messing that up, because that looks all right. I'm not going to do the other one. So, once again, deep breath. I'm actually quite happy with that, guys. Yeah. Go me. Right, the next step I'm going to do, and this isn't a Tanya Burr product, this is actually from Lacan. It's part of a set that I picked up from Debenhams. I think it was in the Boxing Day sale. Basically, it's just a kohl eyeliner in black, and what I'm going to do now, just to help emphasise the darkness of that line, so I am going to apply that to my upper waterline. I just find that it helps emphasise the line a little bit better. It takes years of practice to learn to do that. Let me just add that. So much so I really don't actually even need to look in a mirror anymore to do this. I remember when I couldn't do this, and I ended up poking myself in the eye or making my eyes water, and yeah, and unless you're completely confident that you can do this, don't do it. Just don't. But yeah, that just helps darken up the line even more, in my opinion. Now, I do not apply eyeliner to the lower waterline, because that shrinks your eyes even more, so that's a big no-no in my opinion. So the next step is now to apply mascara. Firstly, I love to curl my lashes before I even move on to applying mascara, and I'm going to just use these gorgeous eyelash curlers that I've got. Found a Primark, cost £1. Yes, that's right, £1. And basically you just curl your lashes with them, that's all. Easy enough job. And now we can move on to applying the mascara. And obviously the mascara I will be using is Tanya's Selfie Lash Mascara in black. And before I even begin to apply this to my lashes, I've used this a few times now and I am so freaking impressed with this mascara. I love it. It is flipping amazing. But someone like me who's got no lashes, the length that it gives is just top notch. So let's begin. And as usual, when it comes to doing my mascara, I always start off on the bottom lash line. I'm going to use my little mirror here just to help me out, and I just and I don't do fake lashes, so no won't be happening. And now I can start on the upper lashes. Can you see the difference? It's just crazy. The length this mascara creates. So that's eye number 1 done. Gonna do the next one off the camera and then I'll be back with the next step. Well, as you can see guys, already a massive transformation from the mug that you saw at the beginning of the video to what you see and now, and this is why I love makeup so much, because it can make me look like this. Right, next step, the cheek area, and I will begin by contouring, and I'll apply some blusher, and then I will highlight my cheekbones because I like to glow. I like to be seen from outer space. Yes, I do. Obviously, I'm going to be using another product from Tanya Burr. This is the Peachy Glow Cheek Palette. In case you've never seen before. I don't know how, unless you didn't watch my video where it was featured. This is what it looks like, and there is the blusher bronzer, that's the cheek colour, and then that's the highlighter. And as I said, we're going to start off by contouring the features. And to do this, I am going to take my Real Technique contour brush, dab it in to the bronzer, blusher, whatever you want to call it. It's called Beach Bronze. This palette would be absolutely perfect for the summer as well, but for now we're using it for this look. So what I like to do is follow it along my cheekbone area like that, bring it up. Just always remember to blend upwards, and then I like to then bring it up to about here, just to help contour it. And I was going to bring it slightly underneath my cheekbone area as well, which might turn out to be a big mistake, and I'll probably end up getting it on my jumper. But such low, tough titties. So once I'm happy that's all nicely blended in, I move on to the other side of the face. Right, I'm now going to apply the blusher to my apples of my cheeks. I'm just going to blend it outwards as well along the cheekbone. The blusher I'm using is called Apricot Flush. There it is, in case you didn't see it before. And I'm now going to use this brush that I found in Soothers. I've seen a lot of Poundland YouTubers showing these. Apparently you can get these from Poundland now for about a couple of quid. Haven't seen them in mine, but I found this in Savers about 4 or 5 months ago. It was a £5, but I still think it was a good £5 to spend. This is Real Techniques blush brush. Love the pattern on it. Lovely brush, full stop. Tap off any excess, and as I said, I start off on my apple of the cheek, and then I just blend outwards along the cheekbone area, making sure one can still see my dimple. Right, that is important. My dimples are everything to me. And once I'm happy that's blended in, once again I'll do the other cheek, and then we'll move on to the next step. This is probably one of my favourite steps when it comes to applying makeup, and that's the application of highlighter. Yeah, I love it. I love applying highlighter. I never used to up until about 7-8 months ago, and then I was introduced to it, and I've been addicted since. And I'm taking the highlighter, obviously. It's called Champagne Shimmer. That's what it looks like there. And basically what I do, I look where the light hits my cheekbone. I don't know if you can see it there. And what I do, I just bring the highlighter above it like that. So basically it just emphasises on it more. And oh, I won't say this is the best highlighter I've used. I've got others that are much better than this, but this is the one I'm using today. It's not clumpy and it's not chalky, which is good. It just isn't, I don't know, it's not really like intense, but it's there's enough there. There's enough there to know it's there. So now I can do the other side and just basically in the same area. Like so. That is that part of my makeup done. Obviously, to conclude this makeup look, we need to finish off with something on the lips. Obviously, I'm going to be using the Tanya Burr lipstick that I picked up and I was also wearing yesterday. And if you saw my weekly catch-up video, you will see me showing it to you. It's in the shade Bear Hug. It's really nice neutral shade, it really is. So on it goes. I love the consistency, it's really creamy, really moisturising. Goes on really well as well. And that's, my darlings, it's my makeup tutorial done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've entertained you. I was supposed to be reviewing the products as I went along, and in some ways I was. The eyeshadow palettes are bloody amazing. The pigmentation superb. The lasting power as well, whether you use an eye primer or not, is brilliant. I can quite honestly say, Tanya, you have got the eyeshadows down to a T, love. Proper. Good stuff. The mascara, I absolutely love it. The liquid eyeliner, if she could maybe bring it out as a pen, I think a lot of people would be much happier with that. In fact, they would probably prefer that. I mean, I struggle with liquid eyeliners like that, even though today and yesterday wasn't that bad of an application job done. In fact, I am still quite impressed actually that I didn't cock it up. But I won't say it's brilliant because I don't know. You never know. It might grow on me. Maybe I need to use it a bit more. What else? The blusher palette. Oh, love it. As I said, this is going to be perfect for some of the colours are just absolutely bang on for somebody of my shade, because I'm really fair. And I don't really get that much darker in the summer either because I burn, so I can't get too suntanned because I don't tan really. I just go lobster red, and yeah, story of my life. And yeah, that would be brilliant for summer because it would just add enough glue to the face basically. Oh god, the highlighter, just look at it. Oh, And the lipstick, I love it. I really do. I wish I'd picked up some more now. I thought they were quite dark shades and I didn't really want a dark shade to go with the eyeshadow palettes, but I might be tempted to pop back into Superdrug now and see if there are any left, and if they are, then I'm grabbing them and bringing them home. So yeah, gosh, that's it. If you enjoyed watching this video, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up. As I said, it's been a while since I did a makeup tutorial, so I hope I did myself justice. I mean, I know my skills have improved without being too big-headed, but I don't know. Let me know. Did you enjoy it? Was there anything that you felt I could have done differently? I don't know. Give me your opinions. Give me your thoughts. Always like to hear from you guys. And by doing that, you need to leave your comments down below. Ooh, me being noisy. If you're new to watch my videos, if you just come across me and you'd like to see more of me, hit that subscribe button and come and join my little family of nutettes, as I like to call my subscribers, because I'm nutty and they must be nutty and you must be nutty to even watch me in the first place. I do a variety of different kind of videos, from weekly vlogs where I like to basically fill you in on what I've been up to in that week, down to shopping hauls, whether it be Primark, Asda, Superdrug or even Poundland. I like to do videos like what I'm going to do tomorrow. I spend the day video with me, yes, where you basically follow me around. Actually, you won't be following me around because I only have a webcam, so I struggle with taking you guys out with me because I can't take my laptop. It wouldn't look right, really, would it? I really need to get my hands on a proper recording camera, but obviously with the way the funds are at the moment, it's a bit of a struggle. Unless somebody would like to donate one to me, that would be a really nice bonus, but it's not going to happen, and I'm not going to be the kind of YouTuber that begs or demands things like that. So basically I do what I can, and yes. Anyway, I am going to now conclude this video, bring it to an end, and I will be back again at some point. Obviously I'm going to be recording my spend the day video tomorrow, so I'll upload that on Wednesday. I have my weekly ghost story as well coming for you later on in the week, and on Sunday as usual I will do my weekly catch up video. Anyway guys, I am going to go now. I really need the toilet. I can't hold it in any longer. There will be a mess, and I'm not going to mess my new carpet. Oh no. Right, I'm going. Take care. See you soon. Love each and every single one of you, and until I am back, mwah, bye.